Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how I achieve these curls, stay tuned. I'm going to give you an in-depth install tutorial and curler tutorial with this wig. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next clips. The company I will be working with today is Wiggins Hair. They sent me an HD lace 24-inch wig. I got all the goodies. I got an HD wig cap, some mink lashes, and an elastic band. You can't go wrong with the HD cap. It has their logo on the elastic band, super cute. And then of course an edge control brush, and then a silk drawstring bag so you can store your wig after you're done. This is the wig. This is their Undetectable HD lace wig. It is a 13x4 lace body wave wig in 250 density. As you guys can see, that is true HD lace. It did come pre-plucked, pre-bleached, and pre-curled, so you have to do nothing. This is what the lace looks like once the packaging is out. You cannot tell me that is not skin-like. Very undetectable. It is a full 13x4 frontal. You guys can see there's combs and an adjustable elastic band inside. Here I am just showing you the measurements that it is a true 13x4 frontal. And this is what it looks like when I'm trying it on straight out of the pack. You really don't even have to do anything. It came pre-parted, pre-curled, everything. You know, if you wanted to, you could cut the lace off and wear it just like this. Up close and personal, this is what the lace is looking like. Super, super cute. I'm showing you the parting space. Everything looks realistic. You can tell they pre-bleached the knots. You got plenty of parting space. Everything looks very good. Very, very good. Very realistic, like 10 out of 10. I'm gonna go in with some lace glue. I'm going to do 3 layers. I'm just gonna speed through this because everybody knows how to put on lace glue at this point, you know. But I'm just gonna do 3 layers, let it dry clear in between, and then I'm going to use my blow dryer at the end just to make sure everything's nice and tacky, and then we're gonna lay this thing down. I am going to cool with we'll go in between cool and heating, and then I'm just gonna pull my lace down like so. I start in the middle and gently place it down, and then tack down both sides, starting on the left using my comb to press the lace into the adhesive, and then I do the same thing on the other side. You don't have to press super hard. You don't want the glue to come through the lace. You just want to do a nice firm press to know and feel that it's secure. Other than that, you can have the glue seep through the lace and have this big mess. Nobody wants that, okay? So just give it a nice firm press, and then I'm going to take some Nairobi setting foam. I got this off of TikTok. Basically, just put a little bit of foam like you would do to do your baby hairs, and it basically molds your hairline up under the lace band. I can't remember who I actually seen it from on TikTok, but this is a game changer, okay? And if you are doing no baby hairs like I am, I'm doing a no baby hair look, this is going to give you that sleek, nice finish with the setting foam, and you don't have that heavy product build that you would with wax. I would definitely recommend this for, I ain't gonna say beginners, I say a little bit experienced, because you know them wax sticks not gonna lift your lace. If you don't know what you're doing, that foam might lift your lace. It just depends on what you're doing. You don't need too much. You don't have to press down super hard. Just gently comb your hair back, mold your hairline how you want to, and then we're going to put on our elastic band. Now, you don't have to keep this band on for 4, 5, 6 hours. I literally kept it on for like 30 minutes, and it gave me the meltdown I needed. Now, while I am melting up under the band, I'm going to take my hot comb and just smooth everything out, make it nice and flat. Be careful, because with that mousse, you can feel the steam go through the lace, and you could possibly burn yourself. Nobody wants to do that. So don't leave the hot comb just sitting, you know, literally run it through. And like I said, I feel like this is just a less heavier product than a wax stick. I do use the wax stick, but like at the very end, it's very minimal. Now I usually just use a setting foam or some type of foam wrap to mold my hairline. It gives it a nice sleek finish. It keeps it flat, and you don't have that waxy, oily residue that you would with constantly using a wax stick. So once I'm done with that, I'm just showing you guys what it looks like brushed out. This is fresh out of the pack. Super full, super cute. I'm feeling myself, and I know this is gonna be cute. I am going to cut some layers into this later on. Once we took the band off, this is what everything is looking like. Don't be scared if everything looks like stuck down. Like, you can literally comb it out. It's setting foam. It's going to come right up. I am going to cut off my excess lace with some shears. I start in the middle. I started with a eyebrow razor and then I finished with my shears. You can do either one. If you are a beginner, I would recommend shears before an eyebrow razor, just for safety purposes. You don't want to cut yourself. But either one is fine. If you do use a eyebrow razor, make sure it's sharp. That's why I switched mine halfway through, because that one was a little dull and it wasn't cutting as smoothly as I wanted it to. So I just went in and opted for my shears, and those worked perfectly fine. After cutting my lace off, this is what the hairline is looking like. So tea. This is giving scalp. I did over pluck it just a little bit in the middle, only because you can see my hairline at the top, but it's okay. We're gonna go over that with some lace bond spray. This is the Kiss collection, or Kiss Love lace bond spray. I got this from Walmart. It works very well, but you can use any melting spray, even, got to be whatever you want to use. Some people use spritz. To me, they all work the same. Honestly, I don't get a white cast over. It doesn't feel super hard or crunchy. You only need a little bit. I just spray some on my finger and then just gently press it into my lace. And then I go over with my band one more time, let that melt down, and then I take it off, and then you'll see the final result of the lace melt down. But it's already giving scalp. Like, without me even putting the lace band, without me even using the melting spray, it's already giving scalp. Like, that's my hair. And we're doing a no baby hair look, so it's eating when you ain't got no baby hairs, and it's giving scalp. So I let that sit for about another 10 minutes, and then this is what everything looks like, freshly molded with the lace spray, Nairobi setting foam and everything. And it is so crazy how realistic it looks. Now I am going to do a side part. I'm just going to take my rat tail comb and just bust me down a side part. I'm not going for like a dramatic C curve side part, since I'm not doing baby hairs and stuff. I just wanted something natural looking. So I'm just parting out my side part, combing everything down. I am going to go in with my wax stick, but I'm just going to use a little bit. As you guys can see, I don't have to do much with a wax stick because the setting foam did majority of the work, which is what you want. And you don't have that heavy product oily feel that you would with a wax stick. I'm going to go over my wax stick with a hot comb just to press everything out one last time. You can never have a wig that's too flat, okay? I'd rather have it flat than looking like a hat. All right, so just press it out, get everything nice and molded, nice and flat before we get ready to style, and comb everything into place. Make sure everything's looking like how I need to look. This is very sleek, very cute, very natural. I'm gonna do the same thing on my sides. Like I said, I'm not doing baby hair, so I'm just kind of combing the hair backwards away from my face, and not like doing like a little swoop. I just want everything to be like a pushed back clean. I am going to do like a long sideburn. I thought that was really, really cute. I just cut that by my chin, and then I'm just going to take my curling iron just to give it a little bump, just a little nothing too much, and that's it. Now I'm going to take my Ruby Kisses cream foundation in the shade 9. This is a shade lighter than my skin tone. You want to use a shade lighter because your scalp is usually lighter than the rest of your body. I'm just going to go in and define my part a little bit with a makeup brush, a little 1-2, nothing crazy. Once that's done, I give it a final look, see if I'm liking everything. It's giving scalp. Now I'm going to go in and cut some layers. Now, if you are not experienced, I do recommend using a razor comb. Definitely recommend using a razor comb. As you guys can see, as you comb, it literally cuts the hair. So as long as you are cutting at a diagonal angle and going away from your face, you are cutting in layers. And you don't need nothing crazy. I'm just doing some face framing layers just so when I do the curls, it gives it that oomph and makes it pop. I'm doing that on both sides, and as you guys can see, they're still long. The hair's still long. I'm not cutting a whole bunch of length off. I started at my chin and then worked my way down. That's where I wanted my face framing layers to start. This is what it looks like once I'm done cutting. Now I'm going to take my 1.5 inch barrel curler. This is the ion titanium or ceramic. I can't remember which one it is, but the 1.5 inch barrel curler. And I'm going to curl my bang away from my face. After that, I'm going to comb everything down, get it nice and cute. Curl, already molding it. I'm going to place a little duckbill clip right on my bang and where the swoop starts, just to hold that curl. And then I'm going to start curling the rest of the hair. I like to start from the bottom. I curl away from my face, like I said. And I'm just gonna briefly go through this. I don't want to show y'all curling the whole head because it's very repetitive, but basically just curl away from your face. When you have your barrel, you want your barrel to be curling outwards. You don't want to be curling inwards towards your body. Your curls are not going to lay right. So if you are left-handed, you know, one side is going to be a strong suit, the other side you might struggle a little bit. I'm left-handed, so I completely understand. If you're right-handed, it'll be opposite, vice versa. But just keep following the same steps until you get all the way up to the top. Curl away from your face. Slowly feed the hair into the barrel. If you move too fast, all of the hair won't be getting hot and it won't hold the curl. After that, I'm going to go over it with some Tresemme. I think this is the volume holding spray, just because who don't want a little volume and some extra hold. And I'm going to repeat the same steps on the other side. Remember to curl away from your face. Your barrel should be going outwards. It should be going away from your body, not towards. And then I go over it with some spray to set it once they're done. If you want tighter curls, I would recommend pinning these up, but I wanted a loose body wave look, so I didn't pin anything up. I didn't see the need to. But basically, after that, spray a little holding spray, and then I'm going to take my wide tooth comb and comb everything out. Do wait for your curls to cool down. You don't want to comb them out while they're hot because they're just going to fall. But this hair did hold an amazing curl. Most body wave hair textures do. It's just so luscious and full, even with me cutting some face framing layers. You can't tell me it don't got body. Now I'm just combing my curls out. You want to comb away from your body, away from your face, and then just gently pull everything up to the front. That's what's going to give you that swoop effect, that body, that volume that you're looking for. Okay, super cute. Like, I'm feeling myself. All right, and I still got clips in my head and everything. I thought I was super cute. Couldn't tell me nothing. All right, do the same thing with your bang. Comb backwards away from your face. And then once you get everything flowing, you want to gently just layer it back to the front. With your layers, everything should lay how you want it to lay. You might have to mold it a little bit, play a little bit, but overall, you should get this look after you have followed these steps. And I am loving this wig, y'all. Like, I'm finna be 30 in a couple of years. I'm trying to step in my grown woman era, all right? I don't want no baby hairs. I don't want no crazy ass hairstyles. I mean, the hairstyles be cute, but like, I'm a simple girly. Middle part me, side part me, loose barrel curl, loose straight, little beach wave. That's the look I'm going for, okay? And no baby hair. That's the look I'm going for. This eats down. 10 out of 10. Tutti. Wiggins Hair. I love this. I would definitely recommend. Like I said, if you are a beginner, you don't know how to bleach, you don't know how to pluck, you don't know how to curl, I would buy one of these units because it came pre-bleached, pre-curled, pre-plucked. All you had to do was literally cut the lace, and I'm pretty sure they have wigs on there that the lace is already cut as well. So if you are interested in this unit, click the link in the description. They do have discount codes going on right now. I'll have everything listed in the description box. But overall, I give this a 10 out of 10. I am 5 foot even, and I got 24 inches, and it came down to my booty, all right, my lower back. So if you are a short girly or you have a short torso, this is what you want right here. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.